A lot of people think forming an LLC is just checking off a few boxes. But really, it's so much more than that. It's a strategic process. And today, we're going to get into the critical thinking behind it all. How to turn this legal formality into your business's most powerful asset. And really, it all comes down to this one core idea. This is the reason LLCs are so incredibly popular. It's all about building that legal shield, right? The one that stands between your business risks and your personal assets, your home, your car, your savings. If you get this concept, you've got the foundation for everything else we're about to cover. All right, so to build that shield the right way, we're gonna walk through 5 strategic stages. First up, crafting your business identity. Then we'll actually build the legal shield. After that, we'll get into the official rulebook for your company, make sure it's financially separate, and finally, we'll talk about what it takes to keep that shield strong for the long haul. Okay, let's dive right in. First up, crafting your identity. And look, this is way more than just picking a cool name for your business. Think of it as laying the cornerstone for everything else, and it has to be legally sound and digitally consistent right from the get-go. So here's the deal. Your business name has a job to do. It's not just a brand. It has to actually tell people what you're all about. If it's too generic or, too abstract, it's just going to cause confusion. And this is the important part. It legally has to declare its structure. That means you've got to have LLC or limited liability company right there in the name. Now, this is a huge pro tip right here. The key isn't just what you check, it's how you check it. This isn't a to-do list where you do step 1, then step 2. Nope. You have to do all 3 of these things at the same time. Why? Oh man, because there is literally nothing worse than finding that perfect name. It's available with the state, and then poof, the domain is gone, the social media handles are taken. Doing it all at once ensures you have a consistent, professional-looking digital presence from day one. All right, so our identity is locked in. Now we move on to the real meat of it, building that legal shield. And it really comes down to 2 key components that create this protective barrier for you: a specific person and a specific piece of paperwork. So first, let's talk about the person. Every single LLC is required to have what's called a registered agent. This is basically the official point of contact for your business, for any important legal stuff or tax notices. And here's the non-negotiable part. They have to have a physical street address in your state. A PO box just won't work. Okay, so this leads you to a really critical decision. You can be your own registered agent. It's free, but, and this is a big but, your personal address becomes public record. The alternative is to hire a professional service. It costs a bit, yeah, but it protects your privacy and guarantees someone is always there to receive documents. And the risk here is no joke. If your agent misses just one legal notice, you could lose a lawsuit automatically. When you think about it like that, that annual fee starts to look like a pretty smart investment. All right, that was the person. Now for the paperwork. This document right here, the Articles of Organization. This is what officially brings your LLC to life. It's what makes it real in the eyes of the law. You'll file this, usually with the Secretary of State, and yeah, there's a filing fee. It can be anywhere from, say, $50 to over $300, just depends on your state. The easiest way to think about this is like it's your company's official birth certificate. Seriously, it's got all the vital stats, the name and address we just talked about, what your business actually does, the registered agent you picked, and how it's all going to be managed. It's the public declaration that, hey, this business is now its own legal thing. Okay, so your LLC legally exists now. Great. But how does it actually work day to day? How do you make decisions? That's where Section 3 comes in. We're talking about creating the official rulebook. And this document, the operating agreement, is arguably the most critical internal document your company will ever have. And right away, this brings up the question I hear all the time. Do I really need one of these? Is it legally required to even get my LLC off the ground? So here's the answer, and it's a great example of the difference between doing the bare legal minimum and following professional best practices. In most states, no, it's not legally required. But is it necessary? 100%. Ask any expert, and they will tell you this is completely non-negotiable. So why? Why is it so important? Well, because this document is your conflict prevention plan. Just imagine, you and your partner disagree on a massive purchase. Who gets the final say? Or what happens if one partner wants out? This document lays out the answers to all those tough what-if questions, right at the beginning, when everyone is happy and getting along, not in the middle of a huge, potentially business-killing fight. And hey, if you're a solo business owner right now thinking, pish, this doesn't apply to me, you need to listen up. Even for a single member LLC, this agreement is absolutely vital. It's what proves your business is a legitimate separate thing. It reinforces that legal shield when you're talking to banks, to investors, and this is the big one, in a courtroom. It's your proof that you're running a real business, not just a hobby. That idea of legitimacy and separation is the perfect lead into our next section. Look, having a legal shield on paper is one thing, but you have to protect it in the real world. And the next big strategic move is to give your business its own totally separate financial identity. And the very first piece of that financial puzzle is your employer identification number, or EIN. It's just a unique 9-digit number the IRS gives you. The best way to think of it? It's literally a social security number, but for your business. You're gonna need it for taxes, for hiring people, and for the very next thing we're gonna talk about. And here is the most important, actionable tip about the EIN. Getting this number, it's absolutely free, $0. You just go directly to the IRS website, and the whole thing takes like a few minutes. It's a no-brainer. Okay, EIN in hand. Your next move is to open a dedicated business bank account. And I have to be clear, this is not optional. This is a must-do. Mixing your personal and business money, what the lawyers call commingling funds, is the fastest way to destroy everything we've just built. It's called piercing the corporate veil. And if a court decides your business isn't really separate from you, that shield just vanishes. And suddenly your house, your car, your savings, it's all at risk for business debts. And see, this is where it all starts to click together. When you walk into that bank to open an account, what are they gonna ask for? Yep, the exact documents we've been talking about. Your EIN confirmation letter, your articles of organization, and that non-negotiable operating agreement. All right, we're at our final section, and this is so important to understand. Forming your LLC, that's not the finish line, it's the starting gun. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Maintaining your business and keeping it in good standing is the ongoing work that keeps that shield of yours from getting rusty. So what does that mean in practice? Well, it means you've got to stay on top of your state's rules, like filing your annual reports and paying those renewal fees. It means keeping your financial records squeaky clean. And of course, staying on top of all your taxes. If you let this stuff slide, you're looking at penalties. Or worse, the state could just dissolve your LLC, and you might not even know it happened. And listen, as your business grows, things are gonna get more complicated. That's just a fact. And the consensus from every expert out there is crystal clear. At a certain point, working with tax and accounting pros isn't a luxury, it's a flat-out necessity. They're the ones who will help you navigate all that complexity and make sure your business stays healthy and on the right side of the law. So let's leave it with this final thought. You can follow every single step we've talked about and form a perfect LLC on paper. But the real work, the thing that actually matters, it's in the follow-through, it's in the maintenance. That's the whole point of this strategic approach. The documents might create the shield, but it's your day-to-day actions, your vigilance, that truly keeps it strong.